All right, from our wireless cable cam high above the starting line, here we go. We are off and rolling. And I did not catch a number, but I believe we may have that's the 36.
Yes, 36.
36, Luke Kalatzian out of Sun Valley, California on the Honda-backed Honda. He is backed by Liat, also Dunlop, FMF, Factory Effects, Moto E, Clover Hill, and Mitchell Brothers Concrete, just to name a few. Luke Kalatzian, the Honda rider from Sun Valley, California, the Stasic Stability Cycle Hole Shot Award winner.
Kalatzian, don't want to say discovered by, don't want to say that, but Tony Alessi, a big impact on Kalatzian's rise to success and his recent success. Want to send a shout out to old man Kalatzian. Love that guy, dude. He's hardcore. That guy's a player for sure. Love him.
So here we go, getting it all sorted out. The 53 machine back in the number 2 spot there. I believe that is Chris Blackmer out of Muskegon, Michigan on the Moto X compound. Hayes Camp Transport, Sheet Metal Workers, local number 7 backed machine.
Wow, Kalatzian just grabbing a handful as he lands, entering the beach back there. But I tell you what, he's got company.
There's reason he's grabbing a handful of it.
He's got company.
He does, and they're coming with a vengeance right now, right behind him. They are not relinquishing any efforts whatsoever as we roll into the heart of this race course, into the Thor sweeper turn around Polysport Plum. Man, they are all over the place. This track is brutal right now, Megawatt.
Absolutely cleared for landing, dropping that thing out of like the 4th-story window there behind the Polysport Plum, bringing lap number 1 to an end. Kalatzian got his hands full. Kalatzian gets the lead. Actually had the whole shot, gets credit for the lead on the first lap there, but Christopher Blackham, man, he's coming, and so is Justin Kokinos.
Kokinos is going to be another one to keep an eye on in the gas. These riders that seem to have gone into obscurity for a year or two, suddenly re-emerging, and so many of them on the gas brand, as Kokinos in number 3 spot, 1.3 seconds back. Hunter Cross, the Yamaha ride, number 17 in 4th. Jace Baldwin in 5th. Alex Jorgensen, the 52 in 6th. Spencer Winter in 7th. Riley Allen in 8th. Drake Bailey in 9th. Jordan Fancher rounds out your top 10.
Kalatzian right now not getting a very big break here, not getting a lot of breathing room, but really starting to shape up the battle between Blackham and Kokinos, starting to tighten up. Look at this. Now we've got, it looks like Hunter Cross trying to get up there and put himself in that number 3 position as well.
Wow, so this is far from over. I tell you, these first 3 laps are going to be so intense. By the time we get to lap 5, we're going to think the thing is over, and we're only halfway there.
Exactly. Now look here. The 39, yeah, that's Kokinos. He's got his hands full. Looks like that's probably Hunter Cross on that Yamaha trying to make the move on him. Now he's going to go inside. Cross can't make it happen. But I tell you, now look at this battle back up front again. Blackham and Kalatzian. Kalatzian trying to guard that inside. Blackham, man, grabs a handful on that number 53 machine. Can't close the distance right there, but Kalatzian knows he's there. Whoa,
Blackham down.
And Blackham catches a fork leg, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a fork leg, caught that inside rut, took the bars right out of his hands on the turf.
Just kind of just washed right out on him right there. So Blackmer dropping back a few positions. That should open the way and give me to Justin Kokinos. Hunter Cross now up to the number 3 spot. That should move Jace Baldwin up, and maybe Jorgensen as well into the number 5 position. I know Blackmer got back up pretty quick. We'll see if he was able to do that in 6th or better, or how far he did drop back. Kokinos is through. Hunter Cross is through. Blackmer, wow, got up a little quicker than what I thought. He's back up in a 4th place position by the time that's all said and done. Jace Baldwin now into the number 5 spot. Riley Allen in 6th. Spencer Winter in 7th. Alex Jorgensen dropping a few spots there to 8th place position. I saw Eddie Norrit Jr. in 12th a lap ago. He is 9th now aboard the 88. Drake Bailey, the number 15, rounds out your top 10. And checking through the rest of the top 20 for you real quick after 2, Jackson Gray in 11th, Griffin Maxwell the 71 and 12th, Jordan Fanch at the 22 and 13th, Corey Rogers the 57 and 14th, Alicio Sasso the 56 and 15th, 47, Trey Fagert in 16th, 17th and 23 of Alan Panzarella, 18th, the 76, Micah Matthews, 19th, Boston Boots aboard the 85, and 20th is the 21 of Ashley Boxham To round out the top 20, Justin Coquinos, your fastest rider on the racetrack on lap number 2 with a 2:01.673. He's got 2.1 seconds to bridge between himself and Kalatian in the number 1 spot, but that right there has been bridged.
It is absolutely less than that, Rodney. It's about 1/10 of a second between the two right now. Coquinos picked up the pace on lap number 2, closed the gap between he and Kalatian. Kalatian protecting that inside line again, but watch this. Here comes Coquinos. Whoa, follows him through on the line. Thought he was going to try to slingshot one more time. Not able to do that. Kalatian gets a big bounce, has to dog paddle through the inside line. Can he keep the drive? He looks over Coquinos. Coquinos going to rail this outside. Both of them send it down into the deep sand, Rodney.
I don't see how he's doing it, but I believe Kalatian, no, he's not going to. I thought he was going to. Maybe he did. Maybe he will. Nope. It's going to be Coquinos making the pass on him there. There for a moment, I thought Kalatian was going to be able to pull that one out of his hat. I don't know how he's going to do it, especially after that little dog paddle coming through the turn over there. I mean, he slowed down quite a bit, but wow, the pressure being applied by Coquinos. He moves into the number 1 spot. Kalatian trying to lay chase right now. But back there in the number 3 spot, the 17 of Hunter Cross, a 2:03.4 lap time. He's right there in the neighborhood. But wow, Coquinos just popped off. Look at this. A 2-minute lap time right there.
Right.
2:7.56. That was a full 3 seconds faster than anybody else on the track, except for Chris Blackmer, who's trying to make up ground back and forth.
And we're at 20 after 5 in the afternoon, turning that 2 minutes. That track out there right now is rougher than a night in jail, Rodney. When you take a look at this thing, it is absolutely brutal. Look overhead going into that turn, that right-hander before the midsection of the course. Not a smooth line on this track left anymore. If you notice, Kalatian and Coquinos both overriding that bike just a bit. You see the rear end kicking out. That top traction starting to go away, and you're down to that hard pack now, and it is slick as glass, Rodney.
Down to the chert dirt, as they like to call it here at Loretta Lynn's. I mean, they bring a lot of things in. You know, in years past, we've seen the mixture of, well, it used to be sawdust, and then they started bringing in a little sand and mixing it with some sawdust, and then it was sawdust and sand. Then all of a sudden it was all sand they were bringing in. This year they brought back a lot of sawdust, so there's only a few sections that actually got treated with the sand this year. So there's still a sand consistency in some of the soil, but there's a lot of that sawdust out there. So, you know, this track's breaking down even differently this year.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it. I mean, I love what the different textures do, but what, like you said, once you get down to that chert dirt, it's all over, man. It's hard pack down there.
That's it, man. Get that bit of traction to wrap around those knobs. It's wiped off. Everything now, you're getting a rubber layer applied to it. You know, you're just getting in there spinning that rear wheel. And let me tell you, as you see, easy to lose the front end here a couple laps ago. We saw that happen.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the evolution of this race course here. Wow, man, look at this. That dude is just launching 1, 2, 3, 4. That's got to be Jorgensen back there. Either that or Jackson Gray. I don't know if that was Jackson Gray. Maybe even Norred. These guys, these are names that I expected to see in the top 10 that haven't made it out there yet. So let's see what's going on there. That might have been Gray or Norred.
I think it was Greg.
Yeah, the 77 Husqvarna rider. I think that was the rider we just seen launch big time into that number 7 spot aboard the 77. Norred dropping to 8th aboard the 88. Jorgensen now 9th aboard the 52. So yeah, that was Gray.
Yeah,
Maxwell, the 71, rounding out the top 10.
When Nord and Jorgensen come through here a second ago, I think they were literally touching foot pegs. It looked like Kawasaki on Kawasaki crime, dude. It was awful, man. I thought both of them were going to hit the deck. Those guys were basically connected at the handlebar.
Man, a 5-rider shootout going on right now.
Still, those guys still connected.
Yeah, it's very tight. This is the battle for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th place position are battling right there.
And the intensity level is the same as the guys up front. The speed might not be there, the lap time might be there, not be there right now, but the intensity is certainly the same for 13th place as it is the lead right now.
It is. It may be even a little more intense right now. Now, Coquino's in that 201 range right now. He's not looked, but I'm impressed. Kalatian keeping him honest at only 2 seconds ahead of him. Hunter Cross another 2.9 back in the number 3 spot. Chris Blackmer 4 seconds back in 4th, and then it's 10 seconds back, and then of course back to that 8th place position where we're watching this battle going on right now. Ooh,
I'm telling you, man, that thing is absolutely brutal.
I can't tell who is where right now. Let's see if we can reassess this right now. That's McCoy.
That's 71 right there. So that's Maxwell we were talking about just a moment ago. And the battle is just in front of him with Nord and Gray.
So here they come. They're in the infield now, right here in front of the Polysport pond as they circle the way here.
So Coquinos, Cross, and Blackham already through.
Yeah, I think that's Griffin Maxwell. Yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Galatian giving up a couple spots last time around. Baldwin making his way past, as well as Jackson Gray, and now McCoy Bro. Oh, man, Galatian.
See, I didn't know what happened. I thought I was completely off when I seen that 34, but that is McCoy Bro or Bruff and Griffin Maxwell. They're up to the 7th and 8th place positions now. They've gotten around Eddie Norrid, Alex Jorgensen, both. Galatian, what's going on there? He's dropped back.
That tells me that's the Honda I saw sitting off the side of the track over by the Ten Commandments. I couldn't get the read on it last time around.
Right.
But he was sitting there. That had to be Galatian. Absolutely had to be.
Galatian out of this one. He was keeping Coquinos very honest, only a couple of seconds behind. Now Hunter Cross checks in 5th, about 4.2 seconds back. About a second, half a second, 3/4 of a second faster. I don't expect to see a lot of things chipped away, but look at that. Chris Blackmer is now into the 3rd place position. Talk about a good, consistent ride for him. He was really stout at the beginning of the race, and then he just kind of settled into his pace, and it's all paying off. Riley Allen is 4th, Chase Baldwin in 5th, Jackson Gray up to 6th now, McCoy Bro in 7th, Griffin Maxwell in 8th, Drake Bailey in 9th, and Eddie Norrid now in the number 10 spot with Alex Jorgensen in 11th. Spencer Winter is 12th. Alessio Sasso 13th. Jordan Fancher 14th. Brian DeRuyter rounds out your top 15.
Is it me or is it just Blackmer working super hard out there, man, making it happen? Take a look at him sitting in that 3rd place. He's got the lap time to go with it. He's 4 seconds faster, 2 seconds faster than some of the guys behind him. But sitting there matching that time with Cross. And Coquino's slowing up. Look, there's a lot of time left.
Look, he just popped off a 2-minute .918. That's the 2nd fastest lap of the Moto. Coquinos did that on lap number 3. He does it on lap number 6. It's only 0.2 of a second slower than what Justin Coquinos was.
I just got done saying it, man. Watch Blackmer. All you got to do is keep an eye on this guy. You could see the intensity level. You could see the pace increasing with him as we get later into this race right here. We're 6 laps in. I'd say this thing's probably going to go 9 is what I'm thinking. We're probably going to see a 2-lap card, maybe one more lap around.
Well, I tell you, Blackmer doing the math, and I think he's playing the odds out here, to be honest with you. Didn't get probably the start he was looking for, but found his place and position where he was, and knowing, this ties in with the sports psychology that we're talking about that's going to be coming up tonight. I think that maybe Blackmer might be using some sort of psychological mindset that he's trying to put himself into in this moto, and if that's the case, I mean, that's exactly. I kind of got that feeling in the beginning. There was way he was charging at the beginning, and then he just kind of settled into that pace and stayed right there. Didn't let those guys get away, but also didn't overpush it either.
Excellent point, Rodney. I mean, that observation is spot on, and I have to believe that's accurate.
So, wow, good riding there. A smart ride. The word racecraft that is thrown around so much obviously applies in this circumstance, I believe. 6 laps into this one. Coquino still your fastest rider at 2 minutes .756, but again, a 2 minute .918 by Chris Blackmer at lap number 6 in this one. We're working on lap number 7. There is the 34 machine that we're watching. McCoy Bro, another rider that's making up some time. He and Jackson Gray working their way up into a top 5 position battle now. They got Riley Allen just ahead of him. Man, where's Gray and Bro coming from? I mean, those boys were way outside the top 10 in the early part of this moto.
Yeah, they were deep into the teens anyways, I can tell you that, if not into the 20s. There come the leaders right now. Blackmer, did he take a second off of it? Weren't we about 5.4?
Yeah, so 2:05. Well, Coquino slows down to a 2:05.
I meant the gap, sorry.
Yeah, and then a 2:03 for Blackmer, so that does kind of close that gap up a little bit. Hunter Cross, a 2:14.
Definitely having a swap or miss a corner or something on that one for sure.
Yeah.
But look at Riley Allen. He's stepping back up. Or look at McCoy
No,
Bro.
wait a minute. Blackmer's up to second now.
Yeah.
He was third.
Right.
He's third.
So
he got around,
He passed Hunter Cross.
Yeah, so that's why the gap changed.
That's where that's what's going on with the math. That's what's happening with the math. That's new math.
That's new math right there. Hunter Cross is third. McCoy Bro up to fourth. Jackson Gray in fifth. Folks, 4 laps ago, Bro and Gray were both outside the top 10.
Absolutely.
Both were outside the top 10. They are now putting themselves in position. Well, they're 15 seconds out of a top 3 position, but my gosh, man, with a ride like that, you know, they deserve big pats on the back whenever they head into the tents here in a few
Definitely
moments.
a couple laps left. Bro, 2:02, man, that guy's got time right now. If you're that much quicker than the guy ahead of you.
Yeah,
there's
Cross
a couple laps
especially,
left.
a 2:14 that last
Right.
time. So if Cross doesn't pick his pace back up to race pace that we saw him there a little bit ago, then we may see a big change on the horizon right here once again. And what kind of story would that be for the 34 to tell about his ride here today, man?
Oh, yeah, when you talk about memories, when you go home and you talk about being in mid-20s or so, 20th position and working your way up into that top 3 by the end of this moto in today's conditions, man, that's an accomplishment beyond itself.
Well, Chris Blackmer just ahead of this rider right here, about 10 seconds. Hunter Cross is what we're looking at there. McCoy Bro in the 4th place position. So honestly, I'm not going to say that Hunter Cross looks like he's slowed down, but he doesn't look like he's pushing it like he was. I think that 15-second gap is something that he's taking advantage of right now. Let's see, as we check back to 3rd place position now, it was 10 seconds back to the number 17 Yamaha ride of Hunter Cross. He checks in now 16.8, almost 17 seconds back is McCoy Bro and Jackson Gray, 2:02, 6.9 seconds. So 7 seconds. He's 8 seconds faster. So in theory, next time around, McCoy Bro could be battling, if not in the number 3 position, unless someone gives Hunter Cross the board to tell him to pick it back up, because he just turned another 2:10 lap time. The gap is really tightening up here. McCoy Bro is not letting off the gas on this one.
I would not recommend you do that.
No, and I'll tell you, I don't know how much, I know you just stepped back in with this, Kevin, but if you've been following this race, McCoy Bro and Jackson Gray were outside the top 10.
Yes, I've been following those kids all the way up to the number 5 spot. Jackson Gray, one of my local buddies back home, lives down south just below me. Now he's about taller than I am, as are all the kids at this point.
Right.
Those kids are graduating high school, have a family.
Yeah.
Got 3 kids to support here.
He's got to perform.
We got to win, Dad. We got to make the mortgage.
So coming around, where we at? We got a white flag. No, we're still 2:13. We might be getting a white flag here soon.
Yeah, should be getting a 2-card board is out right now, so 2-lap card is out. So
white flag comes out after that, then the checker flag, then the podiums happen, then you can go back, get some drinks, and get the creek. That's how it all works.
Get in the creek. Yeah. Speaking of which, I went and bought new creek shoes last night. I'm ready for the creek tonight. Creek shoes. Did I say crick?
No, you should.
Well, I normally do. I try not to whenever I'm...
I bought myself some crick shoes.
Crick shoes. You got what, crick? What kind of shoes?
White flag is out, Rodney. Okay? White flag is out.
And Kakino's getting his creek shoes ready, and Blackmer as well. Wow. Ooh, this is... Here, look at this. Right here, coming behind the billboard. We got ourselves a battle. Kakino's under pressure from Blackmer. A 2:02.4. I don't know. I think Aquino's maybe resting on the moles that, you know, I got this one covered, but somebody didn't give him the right pit board.
Oh, he better go. 33, a lap rider. There is Blackmer right behind Justin Coquinos.
Man.
Coquinos a long time. He runs a 4.44 traditionally on the KTM with the all-white gear usually. Kind of changed it up here on the 39. Gas. They're from way up in the New England area.
Yeah, Kakina is a rider too that I obviously grew up here at the ranch, and many of the nationals across the nation, of course, are the premier events anyway. Kakino's right now trying to hang on to this one. He may have a little bit of break if he can get around that lap rider and keep him between himself and Blackmer, but I know Blackmer has been on a push the entire race. Kokino's
He
kind of
is
settling
right
into
there.
and he settled into a pace, so he's got to get back up into a race pace that he was racing early on. Remember, he was turning 2-minute lap times. Blackmer's matching those times, and he hasn't slowed down or even began to fade any whatsoever, so this could get interesting.
Yeah, he had a little problem getting around Nolan Dickinson there. I'm not sure if he wasn't seeing the flags or Dickinson was just trying to hold his line, but it took him a moment to get around the number 33 machine.
There's your leader.
Yeah, I don't see Blackmer. He must have had a problem.
Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen now. There's the 39.
Yeah.
There's the lap Kawasaki we just saw. Where is Christopher Blackmer?
Oh, no.
That is
so
trouble for the
unless
53.
he got tangled with the 33. Unless he hit him, was trying to make his way around because he has fallen back drastically, Kevin Kelly.
Sure did. So Blackmer will have to settle for a second.
Wow.
A great ride for Justin Kokino's. Hunter Cross will finish third. McCoy Bro finishes fourth. Trina Gray is watching her son Jackson Gray.
Wait a minute.
back home.
I don't know. We need to watch this battle
Blackmer came
between. But Cross and Bro haven't come through yet. That's the riders we need to watch out for. Bro's been pushing up a 2:08 and a 2:02 lap time there, 0.4 of a second.
Bro will get third. You're right. He jumps into the number 3 spot. Races up to a third place finish, Bro. Sick ride, Bro. Bro.
Hunter Cross in fourth, and valiant ride and great effort there for the 77 of Jackson Gray. I believe he's going to take that fifth place position, if I'm not mistaken.
Jackson Gray.
Yeah.
Nice work, man. And there they go. That's how they'll finish in this college 18 to 24. Your top 10 on the screen. Kokino's Blackmer, Bro. They're challenging me here. It's flickering. Cross and Gray. Man, that'll do it for College Boy. We're going to flip the script and change it up here with some 65 7-9s,
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you, we're talking about this track, and we're talking about, the challenge that it presents for these big bikes. Can you imagine being out there on a 65cc? No, I couldn't.
They don't do anything different. It's like let's just say you play Little League Baseball, and then
that's enough, guys. That's enough. My gosh, cut it off. Let's get to a podium here.
We've been waiting on you.
Yeah, shut up, man.
I'll
send
just
it
cut
to you,
you off,
bro.
man. That's what we'll do. Hey, you know what they do up in New England? They race all the time. This dude never stops racing. All that gate drop, it pays off. Only in the winter, yeah, you do have to stop a little bit. But by summertime, they're ready. Let's hear it for Justin Kokino's with the Moto win. I know you love grinding it out. How was that Moto for you?
It was unbelievable. I've never really gotten good starts here. I'll tell you what, if you get a good start, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to run up front. So finally got off to a good start, and Blackmer went down and was able to get into second, and I passed Luke. And then I think something happened to him. I didn't see him. I don't know where he went. So, but yeah, all in all, it was a good race. I started riding a little bit tight towards the end. I knew it was coming up, and I wanted it bad. So I rode a little tight, and then but I was able to get it done. So I'm happy with it.
Who do you want to thank, Justin?
My mom, my dad, my sister. Absolute huge shout out to Factory Connection. My bike's handling awesome out there. We did a lot of testing. So Keith Johnson, Chris Canning, again, they helped me out like unreal leading up to this. So I finally felt ready for it, and Southwick, Adept, Canning Speed, Fox, 60, everyone else, Hutch Motorsports, everyone else I forgot. Thank you.
Wow, it's like Team New England here. Justin Kokino's. A popular win for sure. Team New England taking it. We will bring up our second place finisher. Good job. That was good stuff. And third place actually changed late in this one. Second place, bring him on up. Yeah, second place goes to Christopher Blackmer. Yeah. Was that a tough one for you to get there? Were you in a battle? How'd that one go for you?
Well, I pulled 37th gate pick, so I was out in the boonies over here. And then I ripped a third, fourth place hole shot, which I was really surprised with. I ripped a good hole shot, and I was working my way up. I was in second, about to go for the lead, and I ended up falling over. Regrouped, got back up, about to go for the lead again, fell back over. So next moto, we're definitely going to have to calm down a little bit and ride and just focus on what I'm doing.
Good be a good second moto. Who do you want to thank, Christopher?
I'd like to thank my mom, my whole family, everyone here that supports me. Can't thank them enough. I wouldn't be here without all them. I'd like to thank Matt Walker from Moto X Compound, Hazy Camp Transport, Local 7 Sheet Metal Workers, Roost for having sick graphics. My bike looks so good. OGs, keeping my vision clear. Elusive Gloves, Troy Lee Designs, Dunlop, Platinum Power Sports, MTR, my sister, and everyone back home that supports me, and everyone here. I can't thank you guys enough.
All right, Christopher Blackmer, good job. Looking for third place. I think he had a flip there late in that moto. Good job, Christopher. It was Cross, I think, but we got a different third place finisher now. We'll bring up third place. Give me our rundown up there, boys. And also, was it Kaleitzian that grabbed the whole shot? Here it is, third place, McCoy Bro. Digging deep. How did it come together in that moto for you?
I started bad, pulled 42nd chip, and then I crashed in Storyland on the first lap.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so I came from all the way back.
Take a podium.
Yeah, I had no idea what place I was in. I was wondering if I was going to be an impound after the moto.
You got to be pumped. I mean, you're in title contention now, right?
Yeah.
What do you want to think?
First of all, RMX Series. That's pretty much most of my help. Flex Handlebars Fast Company. My girlfriend, my parents, my whole family. Fly, Scott. 891 suspension. And I'm sorry I'm forgetting some people, but thanks everybody.
McCoy Bro taking third. Let's hear it for him. I'm not sure. I thought Luke Kaleitzian might have had the whole shot there. I know he was an early leader, and that moto ended up having a tough one. Good job, McCoy.
Like rough.
Rough. Got it. Now there's how many bruffs we got out here? 3?
Yeah, my older brother Riley and my younger brother Gap. We're all in pro sports tomorrow.
I didn't know if it was like a cousin situation. All 3 brothers. Have you been in a class, all 3 of you, ever before?
No.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
Bruff brothers. Now we know. Thank you. All right. McCoy.